Hey guys, welcome to the fourth video on protector framework with TypeScript. In our previous video, we discussed how to do the assertion using this expected conditions like the assert true, assert false, and also the assert text. In this video, we are going to write the function that are going to help to handle the alerts and the frame. So what are the actions we're gonna do in an alert is basically we have to wait for the alert to appear and then we can accept it, dismiss it, we can type it, or maybe we can retrieve the text from the alert. And similarly in the frame, we can switch to the frame and then we can come out of the frame using the default content. So we are going to write six method for that. And of course, I'm not going to cover the concepts in detail like how to handle the alert or what is alert or what is sweet alert because I already have a dedicated video on that. So if you are new to the channel, kindly check all those videos, then start with the framework. Now let's get started. So first we'll create a public method and that's going to be async. And then we'll say like accept alert. And for that, we don't need anything to be passed on the arguments because accept is like we just have to say accept and that will do the task. So here first we'll wait for the alert to be appear. So we'll say like await browser dot wait and within this we'll pass like our expected condition. So this is coming from this variable which we already discussed, already declared in our second video. Now let's go back here and here I'm going to say like this dot expected condition alert is present. Okay, we are going to check if the alert is present. Once the alert is present, after that we are going to do the task. But before that, we'll pass our timeout here and then also we'll pass our fallback message or the error message that is alert is not present. After this statement, we are going to say await and then browser dot switch to dot alert and then we are going to say the dot accept. Now as soon as you type the dot accept, you can see that it already included the await keyword because we have to switch to the alert first. This is one promises and after that this accept is also going to return us another promise. So that's the reason we have two awaits here. And that's the beauty of TypeScript. It will give you the auto suggestions and everything. Similarly, we are going to write for the dismiss as well. So I can just copy this code and here I can paste. And instead of alert, instead of accept, I can say like dismiss. And here the function is going to be dismiss. Very easy and clear, right? So next thing we are going to type in the alert. So we'll create a function called public async and I'm going to name this like type in alert. And for that, of course, we need a test data, right? So we'll pass the data here and that's going to be of type string. Why string always? Because of course, that is what we can pass within the send keys. And then we are going to say the same thing, this wait presence of the alert. So I'm just going to copy paste here. Alert is present. Once the alert is present, then we can say like await browser dot switch to dot alert dot send keys. Not here, after this dot send keys, right? And what are the data we are going to get? We are going to pass that. Now here the same concept, right? So two awaits because here also we have because the promises. This is how we have to do the handle. And then I'm going to write another function very quickly to retrieve the text. So here we'll say like public and here we'll say like async and then get text from alert. And what this is going to return us basically the string, right? So here we'll say like first we'll wait for this. So we'll just copy and paste. Now here also you can notice that we are writing this statement for 3 times. So you already got the idea, right? We can convert this into a method as well. So I'm just going to select this line, click on the bulb and you can click on this extract to method in the protector base. And here I'll say like wait for alert. And that's it. Now what we have to do, we have to copy this line and again select this line and use Ctrl D to select the next line wherever we have this statement and then we have to do the replace, but not this line. So we'll select from here Control D to select other two lines and just give backspace or and then give Control V. That will replace in two places simultaneously, right? And after that, what we have to do, we have to do the get text method, right? So I'll just copy, let's write it. So await and browser dot switch to dot alert, and here we'll say dot get text, and that's going to return us the text. So let's store that in a variable. So here I'm going to say let alert text, and of course what we are going to do, we are going to returning the text, right? I mean text. So here we'll say return alert text. So this is going to return us the string, but we can do more precisely this function by denoting the what's the return type of this method. So here I'm going to say colon then followed by the string. But as soon as I give, you can see that it's giving us error. It says that the return type of async function or method must be global of promise t. The t here makes that it's of type generic. It can be anything. In our case, that should be of promise of string. So how do we resolve this? Very easy. Just mouse over on this, and here you can see we are getting some quick fix. You can use the shortcut like Control dot, and here you can select like replace the string with the promise of string, right? That's very easy. So whenever we have async, of course it cannot directly return the data. So for example, if I mouse over, you can see it's returning a string. But of course, because this function is async, we cannot return the string directly. Rather, we have to give the return type as a promise of string. Now it is not mandatory to use this at this point, but it is a good practice in TypeScript. That is the major difference between the JavaScript and the TypeScript. It is mostly static type. That is how the language has been designed, right? So it is a good practice, and we are going to follow the same. So far we have completed our accept alert, dismiss alert, type in alert, and get text from the alert as well. Now we are going to focus on the frame. So let's quickly write. That's going to be very easy. So public, let me move this up. Yeah. So public, and then of course it's going to be async, and here we'll say like the same function name, switch to frame, and here we'll pass the argument as an int or maybe web element. So we can let's pass the int. We'll maybe in later on we'll see something. Not int, of course, it's going to be of data type number. So here we'll say like frame number, and that's going to be of data type number. And then what it's going to give, it's basically await browser dot switch to dot frame, and here we have to give the frame number basically, right? That's it. Very cool. And we have any expected condition for the frame? Let's check. I don't think we have. Let's check. So await browser dot wait, not this one. So browser dot wait, not this one again. So browser dot wait, and within that this dot expected conditions dot frame. Okay, we don't have anything called frame, I think. So presence of not visibility element alert browser. Okay, we do not have anything wait condition for the frame, so just let's remove this line, and that's pretty much fine. Okay, so here we have switched to frame, and using the frame number we have passed, but we also know that we can switch to frame using the web element, or maybe we can switch using the given name of the string, that is the ID of the name of the web element. So probably we'll write that maybe in some another video. As of now, this is fine. Okay, so that's it. Just a quick recap. In this video, we have learned how to write the base class for the alert, accept the alert, dismiss the alert, getting text from the alert, also type in the alert, and also switch to the frame using the frame number. So that's it from my side. See the next one very soon. If you like the video, please give a like, and if you have any queries or if you have any suggestion, do let me know in the comments. See you in the next one very soon.